The Edifier S2000MKIII are a pair of powered bookshelf speakers featuring Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity with aptX HD, high-res audio support and a variety of inputs, making them great for use in the office or in a lounge. If you're familiar with Richer Tech reviews, you may recognise the design of these speakers from when we previously reviewed the S3000 Pro, a slightly larger and higher-end model of these already high-end speakers. The speakers are large and certainly have a visual presence within a room, coming in at roughly 34 cm tall and 20 cm wide and weighing 8.3 kg each. The speakers have a wooden and black plastic look that looks modern to blend into the home but still have a traditional taste. The wooden texture can be seen on the sides of the speaker and is a textured laminate print. It's not real wood. The sides also pinch inwards towards the top, giving the otherwise boxy design a more angular look. The front of the speaker is home to the woofer and tweeter drivers, which are housed behind a fabric grille to offer some protection while still allowing you to see the speaker drivers themselves. The grille is removable if you do not wish to use it, and you can also purchase a replacement set from Edifier's website. The right side speaker behaves as the controller for the two, providing both the sound and power to the left speaker. The right features all the connectivity on the back, as well as an infrared receiver and OLED display on the front for source selection and listening modes. I'm a big fan of the OLED display as it is clear and provides more information in comparison to a single indicator LED. The back of the right side speaker features two RCA inputs as well as an optical and coaxial input. Bluetooth connectivity is also an option if you want to go fully wireless, so there's plenty of versatility for whatever setting you may be in. There's also a 5-pin speaker out port which is used to connect to the other speaker. These don't use speaker wire to connect, but a 5-pin connecting cable is included and is around 15 feet long, albeit a little thick. The power cable for the speaker is also non-removable and is fixed into the back of the right side speaker. I think it would have been more convenient to have this removable, as it allows for the speakers to be more easily transported and would allow for a longer cable if needed. Additionally, on the right side speaker there are the dials for volume and input selection, as well as manual controls for bass and treble, so you can tweak the sound profile of the speakers straight from the device if you wish to do so, without messing around with the presets. The volume dial is digital, so that works without overriding the remote. The speakers also have brass coloured feet with a rubber base, which will allow you to place the speakers on a surface without worry of either the speakers or your surface becoming scratched. As can be expected from Edifier, the S2000MKIII sound great, providing a room-filling sound that packs a punch thanks to the 5.5-inch woofer and great detail and clarity from the tweeter. I've been very impressed with the listening experience offered by the speakers. The speakers offer good coverage of the audio spectrum from 40Hz to 45kHz, allowing for deep bass for kick drums or bass instruments and clear treble for vocals and percussion. I spent a lot of time listening to electronic music when testing these speakers, and I can confirm that the 50 watts of power per woofer definitely helps pack a punch and bring energy to listening. Mid and treble frequencies also sounded good, with 15 watts of power per tweeter. I did find that the trebles could be a little subdued when the speakers were at a very quiet volume, almost sounding muddy, but when the speakers were turned back up again, they offered clarity and sounded bright. Regardless of the volume, the speakers managed to sound decent, and I found myself listening at around 15 to 20 on the volume level, which I can easily check using the OLED display. The speakers also remember the previous volume level you are at, but if you are listening at a loud volume level, it may dial it down a bit just as a safety and preservation measure. Of course, you can tweak the sound profile with the dials on the back of the speaker to fine-tune it to your preference for your volume level, and you can also explore the 4 different presets that can be selected. The presets do sound very similar to each other, like on S3000 Pro, but I do think that you can tell a little bit more of a difference, but it's still close. Overall, I am very happy with how the speakers sounded and the listening experience that is offered, and how they can get loud if you need them to, with a total of 130 watts of power across the board. The S2000MKIII come packed with all the cables you need to get up and running, including a 3.5mm to RCA, RCA to RCA, optical and speaker connecting cable. The speakers also include an infrared remote to control the speakers from across the room, and this is particularly handy as it prevents you from needing to reach behind the right side speaker to adjust any settings. The speakers also feature Bluetooth 5.0 with the Qualcomm aptX HD connectivity, so you can even connect to them without the need for any additional wires, aside from the power cable. The speakers also support high-res audio. If you're looking for a set of speakers that will provide an enjoyable listening experience that pack a punch, the S2000MKIII are a great option. The range of inputs allows them to be a flexible choice for your home office or entertainment centre as long as they can fit due to their size. That's been it for this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing. I'll leave a link to the speakers in the description if you're interested in picking them up for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.